Welcome to the pandemic vlog.
Where everything is wrong.
Hashtag
social distancing.
social distancing.
First things first, the calendar. So it is, Wednesday, March 25th, 2020. This is our 10th day in isolation. And the current active case count in the United States is 64,468, up from 52,921 yesterday. All right, so we have like a bunch of things to do today, but should we start with headlines?
Yes.
Okay. First, a deal was reached on the third coronavirus bill, the one that we spoke about yesterday. It includes $300 billion for small businesses, $150 billion for local and state governments, and $130 billion for hospitals. Nancy Pelosi said, "We think the bill has moved sufficiently to the side of workers," and that's a reference to some of the issues the Democrats had with the bill that we discussed yesterday. So in addition, it includes direct payments of $1,200 or less to most adults, loans to businesses, and an expansion of unemployment insurance and other social safety nets. Now, interestingly and importantly, the bill appears to prohibit President Trump's commercial endeavors from receiving bailout money. A provision in the bill prohibits businesses controlled by the president, vice president, members of Congress, the heads of the executive departments, from receiving loans or investments from U.S. Treasury programs. The provision also applies to their children, spouses, and in-laws. In other news, a quick tidbit, Spain has surpassed China's death toll. Spain now has 3,434 deaths from coronavirus. Italy reports 6,820 deaths total. And for reference, the U.S. had 859 deaths as of this afternoon. In other interesting and terrifying news, scientists have discovered that the coronavirus managed to survive on the surface of
one of the cruise ships,
the Princess cruise ship, for 17 days. 17 days, which is obviously terrifying because it skews everything that we've been told about it only lasting on surfaces for 3 days and makes it way more easy to contract. So that's terrifying. And I also read an article where scientists have referred to it as a sticky virus, meaning, it sticks around and sticks to things. So not great for us.
If it could get any worse, it just did.
Yeah. It was a terrifying headline. Okay. So, my last headline, I want to do a good job with this because it was like really an intense experience to read this article, the one I was just talking about when we were making dinner. So this is about a New York Times article by Michael Rothfeld, Somini Sengupta, Joseph Goldstein, and Brian M. Rosenthal. And the article is titled 13 Deaths in a Day, an Apocalyptic Coronavirus Surge at an NYC Hospital. And it details events at Elmhurst Hospital Center in Queens. Side note, Queens has, I think, last time I checked, the lowest number of infections. So I'm just going to read a short passage from this. Doctors and nurses have struggled to make do with a few dozen ventilators. Calls over a loudspeaker of Team 700, the code for when a patient is on the verge of death, come several times in a shift. Some have died inside the emergency room while waiting for a bed. A refrigerated truck has been stationed outside to hold the bodies of the dead. Over the past 24 hours, New York City's public hospital system said in a statement 13 people at Elmhurst have died. And then a few other just factual tidbits from that same article. On Wednesday morning, that's today, New York City reported 16,788 confirmed cases and 199 deaths. More than 2,800 coronavirus patients have been hospitalized in the city. And at least 2 city hospitals have filled up their morgues. So, yeah, it's not looking good. It's basically what everyone has predicted.
I also read somewhere that the age range of like 20 to 50 for the infections in New York make up like 50% of the infected population.
I read that too.
So that's like, what am I trying to say?
I'm not sure.
So really, it's important that we understand that young people can get this and suffer really badly from this as well. and it's easy for them to contract. And also, in Massachusetts, to this point, has had like 188 people between the age range of 20 and 30 infected. It went up to like 450 or something today. So just let's not think because we're young and less susceptible, we can't just immediately croak from this.
That's true.
So,
and that article actually recounts that the doctor performed CPR on a 38-year-old man who had gone into cardiac arrest because of coronavirus, and then he died. So 38 is not old, so...
No.
Yeah.
Also, it takes so long to get over this disease. I didn't realize it took 14 days.
Yeah, it takes a long time.
Anyway.
Oh, also our cousin has coronavirus.
She has
confirmed case of coronavirus. She lives in Brooklyn. She says that she's been sick for 2 weeks. And
she's now quarantined to her apartment with her roommate, who is also sick because there's no getting around that one.
Yeah. All right. So we realized that one really important thing that we haven't done, that we actually attempted to do, but it was so botched we had to cut it, so we effectively haven't done it, is introduce you to the dogs. So we're going to do that. Who's first? So first up is Biku, aka Cleve, Clevey, or Clevis. Don't ask where that came from. And he is a 9-year-old miniature schnauzer. He'll be 10 on May 25th. And he is from Ecuador. I got him when I was doing humanitarian work in Ecuador, and I brought him back with me. He lived with me, in college, then when I moved to San Francisco, then when I went to law school, but he hated living in New York City, so now he lives with my parents. And he is a kind of grumpy guy. He really loves to sleep.
Super grumpy.
He is really grumpy, but, he's old, and he's a schnauzer, so that's kind of par for the course. He doesn't like to play fetch. He likes to sleep. I'll insert a picture of how he sleeps next to me every day while I work for like 8 hours a day. Literally, he just sits there for 8 hours a day. He never moves. And anything else about Biku? He has severe allergies, so he gets special food. We have to make him special food every week.
He's basically like allergic to chicken, and like my dad thinks he's allergic to gluten. So his rice or his pasta that's in that rice is gluten free.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, he has an autoimmune disease, and he also has a little heart murmur.
Oh yeah, he does have a little heart murmur.
But he's fine.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
All right, so this is Lila. She's a mutt, but she's a whippet of some kind, I think, mixed with like a terrier of some kind. They said she was like rat terrier perhaps, but no one really knows. She was born on the streets in Tennessee, and then she came here, and I found her. And I was 18. I got her when she was 11 weeks old, and now she is 8. And yeah, she's like the calmest of all the dogs. She's a really good role model, and she runs super, super fast. It's crazy.
She's very photogenic.
Super photogenic. She's very, very sweet, like I said. Yeah. That's all there is about Lila. All right. This is the little Schnau. This is Lucy. Her whole name is Lucille, and her nickname is Lucifer, because she's a Tasmanian devil. I said Tasmanian. Anyways, she will be 2 on April 6th, and she, like I said, she's a maniac. Like, just always doing something, always eating something, always threatening her own life by consuming things around this home. All right.
She's also loud and squeals like a pig when she's really excited or distressed or any emotion, really.
All right, we'll see you later. Bianca actually got her for me for my 25th birthday. And that was great. And she has epilepsy issues.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Yeah. But she is largely better, knock on wood, under control. So that's awesome. We thought she was hypoglycemic for a while. Wasn't the case. It was very expensive to find that out. But she's fine now.
Okay, so our next segment is called How to Disinfect Your Groceries. Today we received a meal kit delivery from Green Chef, and I recorded a little segment about me cleaning the groceries in preparation for using them, and we're gonna go ahead and splice that in here. So I have everything I need to disinfect our food delivery. I have Clorox wipes, and as you already saw, we Clorox bleached the outside of this cardboard box. So now what I'm going to do is we have 3 meals, and they're all in individual bags. So what I'm going to need to do is open up the bags. I'm going to Clorox the outside of all the plastic packaging, and then put them in the t-shirt bags, these bags, which we know are clean because we had them before coronavirus, and then put them in the fridge. So I'm going to start with the pecan crusted pork chops. Oh no, we have fresh produce, so that's going to have to be washed by hand. But basically all I'm going to do is take my Clorox wipe and Clorox the outside of the ingredients, which is probably going to take a while, but Saya really wanted footage of this, so I'm doing it for you. Ooh, Creole Dijonnaise sauce. So I don't want to use the Clorox wipes on the produce. I don't really know what's the best way to wash the produce. I guess I'm going to use regular soap, and then if it tastes disgusting when we make the meal, well, that's going to suck, but it seems like the wisest course of action.
As you saw, Bianca disinfected those boxes. So then we cooked one of the meals. We'll show that footage now.
No, I don't want to start that way. Hello, welcome to my kitchen, where we're going to prepare a meal. We got a meal delivery service that you saw me unpack in a prior episode.
Oh.
And so now we're going to try one of the recipes. It's roasted red curry chicken. It's supposed to look like this. And yeah, we're going to cook it and take you on this little culinary adventure.
We got beef next week. Some teriyaki going on.
Yeah, it's going to be really good. First step is pat the chicken breast dry with a paper towel. I'm really just going to strain this chicken out a little bit. It's very juicy. Right now, Bianca is cutting the mushrooms. And she's not going to show herself doing this because she said, what if she's bad? And then she's criticized. It's just like, technique. I don't want to hold like Thanksgiving at my house or some shit because someone needs to bring the turkey because like I'm not gonna deal with this and I'm not gonna rip out any gizzards or whatever the fuck that is. Like I'm just not doing that. So anyways,
Yeah, you don't have to.
there we go. So now I'm gonna put salt and pepper on these. You're really slow at this.
We've got onions and broccoli sauteing right now. We're just going to add the cabbage and saute that as well. So colorful.
No.
I thought that was gonna sizzle.
It's suction cup to the bottom of the thing.
We are now searing the chicken.
Also, here's a picture of the final product. It looks amazing.
It was
You're welcome.
delicious.
It really was.
It was
really
actually
good.
really good.
Mm-hmm.
It was
I
A+.
recommend. Yeah. Stop.
Feel.
Also, for you people who have dietary restrictions, me and Bianca, neither of us can eat wheat or gluten more specifically, and it is a true allergy. It's not a preference, because if I could eat real bread and like real everything else, like I would do that. But anyways, so anyway, this actual like meal service has a option for gluten-free, which is really cool. So if you do have dietary restrictions, a lot of these things do have things you can change on them.
Yeah.
Designating what you need in your meal.
Exactly.
So,
Okay, so I guess that is it for today. Tomorrow you can look forward to a video from the 7:30 in the morning dog walk Saya and I are going to do.
yeah! Oh my god, I forgot. I'm so excited.
Yeah, we're really excited for that.
Lucy's not allowed.
Yeah, she's not allowed because she can't handle it.
It's just gonna be Bigu and Lila because Lucy's a maniac.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be relaxing and enjoyable for the humans.
Do you know how when a dog pulls on their leash so much and then they're like and the notable thing about it is she's not wearing a collar, she's wearing a harness, which I thought would be more, just if it would feel better. And I thought it would prevent her from choking herself to death, but I guess she chokes herself through her chest because anyways.
She's not allowed is the point.
She's not allowed. Yeah, all that is to say, she's staying home.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Hashtag
Hashtag social distancing.